Hi guys, welcome back. We will look at how to read a nutrition label and discuss the numbers in the context of RDA and the total calorie intake on a given day. So let's dive in. So this is what you will typically see at the back of a packaged food in supermarket. So it will give you the total energy a particular food will give either per 100 grams or per serving, and the calories are always mentioned in kilocal, right? So once the total energy is mentioned, the other important things to look out are proteins, carbohydrates, fats, sodium, and dietary fiber. So we call a typically packaged food falls under HFSS, which is high in fat, sodium, and sugar. So these are the things that are very important to watch out. So sugars are typically added under carbohydrate, and fats have a section on saturated fat and trans fat. Typically, polyunsaturated and monounsaturated are not mentioned unless the packaged food is giving you a lot of that. Example, peanuts. So, sodium is one thing which is mentioned, and any vitamins and minerals which are fortified or occurring naturally as part of the packaged food are mentioned as well. So, let's look at this whole thing with an example. So, this is the Bicano Navrathan mixture, and this particular mixture packet has 33 servings, and each serving size is 30 grams. So, the total calories per serving is 180 calories, which means that if you are eating three servings, you will have to multiply the total number of calories and the nutritional value, everything by 3. So if you look at this, one serve is giving you a total fat of 12 grams, in which saturated fat is 3 grams, and trans fat is mentioned as 0 grams, cholesterol 0, sodium 180 mg, carbohydrate is 13 grams, of which dietary fiber is 0 and total sugar is 0. And there is no added sugar in this particular mixture because this is falling under the category of savory. If you pick up a chocolate bar or cookie, you would see the sugar content exorbitantly high. Protein, you're getting 4 grams per serve. And if you see all the vitamins and minerals, vitamin D, calcium, iron, and potassium, everything is 0. So let's do some simple math. If you are snacking in the evening, around 90 grams of this, which is 3 serves, right? So because each serve is 30 grams, 3 serves of this will give you actually 540 calories. And all the nutrients which are mentioned have to be now tripled, which means that your fat comes to 36 grams, sodium comes to 540 mg, carb comes to 39 grams, and protein comes to around 12 grams. But if you tell somebody that I'm eating 36 grams of fat, is it less or is it more? So that can be answered only in the context of RDA, which is also called as the recommended dietary allowance. So if a particular person is supposed to eat this many grams of fat, X grams of fat, and let's say 75% of that is coming from this snack, which is definitely not a good idea. So we start with the basic thing first, which is total calories. So average calorie intake for a sedentary male is 2110 calories, and sedentary female is 1660 calories. So even before we go and bother about the nutrient profile, the first and the foremost thing to look at is what is the total number of calories this snack is giving for me. So if it is less than 150, it's a low calorie snack. Go for it. Don't bother much on the nutrient profile unless it's pure sugar or pure fat. Total calories between 150 and 400, medium calorie, and that has to be looked in the context of total calorie intake for the day. And if the total calories for a given snack is more than 400, it is absolutely important to look at the serving size and reduce the serving size by one or two to make it a medium calorie snack. So, to put it into context, 90 grams of bhujia is 540 calories, which puts it into the high calorie snack. Now we look at fat in the context of RDA. So, the total fat intake is 25% of the total calories in the day, which now comes to 59 grams for a male and 46 grams for a female. Now, because this 90 grams of bhujia gives you 36 grams of fat, this is 78% of the daily fat consumption for a female and 61% of the daily fat consumption for male. Next, we come to the most important subcategory of fat, which is your saturated fat. So, it needs to be around 8% of the total calorie intake. And this bhujia will now give a particular male person around 50 grams of his daily consumption, and for a female, around 65% of the daily fat consumption. Add to this the oil which we use in our regular cooking, and you would have exceeded fat by a huge margin at the end of the day. Also, although trans fat is not strictly mentioned, if we look at the word hydrogenated or partially hydrogenated, which means there is certain amount of trans fat which is going as part of the processed food. Next, we look at sodium, carbs, and protein again in the context of RDA. So, the RDA for sodium is 2400 mg, and this snack is giving us 540 mg of sodium, which is around 22% of the total salt intake for a day. So, if you're getting this amount from a snack, think of all the salt you're consuming in your breakfast, lunch, dinner, no, and any salty beverages you make. So this is very high, and the minimum RDA for carbohydrate is 100 to 130 grams. And Indian diet is predominantly high carbohydrate diet, and this bhujia is just adding another 40 grams to the total carbohydrate content in the day. And this snack has zero fiber, which means that there is no gut friendly, food which is coming. There's no really filling food which is coming in. Again, the higher the protein, the better is the snack. And for 540 calories, 12 grams of protein is actually very less, because you compare this with a scoop of whey protein where you get around 25 grams for 100 to 120 to 130 calories. So to summarize this, for 90 grams of bhujia, you are almost meeting 75% of your dietary fat intake. You are consuming around 22 to 23% of salt, and there is no fiber. The protein is very less for the amount of calories you are consuming, and this is giving us more simple carbohydrate because there is no fiber, and which is not very filling. So, this is for the example, and these are some red flags which you need to be aware uh, depending on the kind of the processed food you actually pick up. So, for packaged juice, even though there's no added sugar as these packets claim in the front, most juices have about 30 plus of grams of natural sugar in a 250 ml glass, and that's a lot of sugar. If you eat fruit, you get a lot of fiber along with the natural sugar, and it keeps you full and energetic. Cookies and biscuits, again, if you can control the serving size, it is a decent low calorie snack, but most of us cannot, which puts cookies into the category of high calorie snack. And also, most of the cookies are high in sugar, and one third of the weight actually comes up from sugar, which is again a red flag to watch out. Ready to fry meats and kebabs, if you take a 100-gram serving, they have 8 gram of fat even before they've been fried. So these ready to fry kebabs would have around 1000 calories, which is a strict no if you are looking to adopt a healthy diet. Instant noodles and soups, again, high in fat, high in sodium, and they will give you half of your fat and sodium intake on any given day. So, what's the way out? So, should we stop eating everything that is coming in a packet? I don't think that's actually practical or that is needed. So, we need to be smart and try to think of food like this, right? So, you need to have a balance of 80-20 in your diet. 80% of the diet needs to come from whole foods, and 20% can actually come from processed and packaged food. This is also helpful for you to have adherence, to meet the 80% adherence, because sometimes a snack or a treat doesn't hurt, right? So avoid snacking for more than 150 calories at a given time. Look at the serving size and pick up the amount of serves that make it a low or a medium calorie snack. Almost never go for a high calorie snack because that will put you off balance for the rest of the day. Select snacks high in protein and fiber, and select the snacks which are low in total fat, sodium, and sugar. Look, we can always go into the nitty gritty of saturated fat, monounsaturated fat, but frankly, nobody really stands at the supermarket counter and starts looking at those things. So a smart way is to look at the big numbers and make sure these numbers are looking not looking very alarming when you pick up a packet. Also, be aware that this packaged food is high in sodium, saturated fat, and sugars in general. So, if you're having these packaged food on a given day, try not to have deep fried or homemade sweets on the same day. Also, one small tip is if you look at the ingredient list behind the packet, the first three ingredients are the ingredients that are present in the highest quantities in a particular food. So, if you take Nutella, the first ingredient is sugar, which means that sugar is present in highest quantities. So you just don't have to go and look at the nutrition profile. You could just straight away junk it, or if you are bringing it home, be cognizant of the fact that Nutella is nothing but no fancy form of sugar. So that's all, guys. Safe snacking, happy snacking. Bye.